Hi. I'm going to do some channeling. I'm not sure what about. So hopefully there's something that touches your heart. Press like and subscribe on YouTube if it does. And I'm just going to step aside now and we'll see what comes through. So, we often begin in a certain way, which is a remembering for you. And why it is that we continually take you back to a place of remembering, a place of discomfort for you, is because you don't like to go there by yourself. You would prefer to carry on as if nothing has happened before, you see. It is this human tendency to keep looking forward as if there is nothing to clean up, as if there's nothing to consider, as if there's no repercussions coming up behind you. You see? This is why we take you back to this place often. You don't like to go there. And why you don't like to go there is you think it's so painful you won't exist. You won't exist after the confrontation, the heavy emotion, the negativity. You see? You think you're little weaklings. You don't understand or you don't comprehend how strong you are and how much support you have from the universe to get through any situation you find yourself in. Sometimes you think you're just going it alone when you have a huge team of support with you, both physical and non-physical, but non-physical more so, energetically wise. So, you often forget that it's not you just going ahead and it's not you deciding what to leave behind. You see, there's always other people affected by these things you don't want to look at, these places you don't want to remember and go back to. Somehow, you see, they are affecting other humans as well. Because you are never alone. Energetically, you're not alone, definitely. You are affecting those around you who are close to you and your family and your friends, you see. All of your energy, their energy is tied together and you move sort of forward together. Now, this is a sort of practice that you used and were part of before you were in physical being. You always were part of a group, you see. A group of love consciousness, you are part of the energy of that. You have never been alone, really. We're going to tell you that straight up. No matter what, even if you feel alone in human form, you're never alone energetically. When you are in physical and when you are not, you're really never alone. Because you see, the reason we say this is you are part of an energetic field, an energetic force field. It can't be just one human being in a love force field. That's impossible. So as you are moving forward in your human life, more and more humans come into your force field, and either you allow them in to stay or you get them out of it, you see. When you are in the same vibration, you come together like a chain link fence, easily, in perfect proportion and place by place by place by place by place like this. See? That is an energetic love force field. So you are never alone energetically. Now we will go back to our beginning point, which is it's perfectly fine to go back to these scary places because it turns out they're not scary at all. They might be uncomfortable for a moment, of course. They're not going to die from extreme emotion. You've got some notion about running from pain, running from emotions and fears. It is not correct. This is why we often speak of it. What is correct is you are never alone. So therefore, anything you face, you have a great pool of resources, you see. So if it's something you are weak at, there's someone else in your group that's good at it. They'll step forward and take the lead. And if you're good at it, you'll step forward and take the lead, you see. This is something for you to get your head around, that you are not alone. try to be conscious of those that are around you. You walk with a group like this. You have a big bubble around you. See? Some of you can't understand this or see this or feel it. Sometimes you can feel it. It's right here. It's a little bit away from you, you see? There's a great force field here. Sometimes you don't recognize, or you don't often always, you don't always feel it. But it sits all around you all of the time. You are protected, you see, from harm in this way. Every single human, it doesn't matter if you know it's there or not, it is there. Because you are not moving alone through the all eternal time, for goodness sake. It's not just you floating about in the atmosphere. How could that be? You would not be existing now if that were the truth. What is happening is there are a great energetic family of you moving together through time. As we say that sits with you. It resonates with you. You say, oh yeah, that's the truth. You see? You are being reminded of something you already know. When we speak of things, you must check them out for yourself and say, does that feel true for me? If it doesn't, don't listen to it. If it does, then it becomes part of your being, you see. Another remembering for you. You add it to the rememberings, the rememberings, the rememberings. That's all. You are divine creatures. You are eternal beings. You are part of the universe of love, and you are never alone. You travel with great groups of energy with you, and you call them spirits. All right, that's fine. Great spirits follow you all through your life. You just have to look to them for guidance. What do you think about this? And what do you think about this? That's all. You can receive answers and support. Sometimes you hear it. Sometimes you feel it as energy. They're all around you, just waiting for you to call upon them. So, don't be afraid to look back. And don't keep walking forward as if there's nothing behind you. That's a ridiculous way to live in human life. The only reason you would do this is because you are afraid of what is behind you. So, now that we've told you you're never alone, you don't have to be afraid. So go ahead and look back. Just go ahead and look back. There's a little bit of a mess back there, but not too much that you can't handle it. You and your support team. Moving through eternity together. Imagine. There is much love here for you. Namaste. Oh, yikes. You're going to see us all barreling through eternity together. It's kind of funny. Bye.